Today we will recap a romantic science fiction movie, in which a mother gave birth to her son just to hug with him, and what happened to her after that will shock you. To know this movie's name? Watch the video till the end. In the beginning, we see a pregnant woman named Rebecca, telling her unborn child that his father has left the family for good, and that they will begin a new life together. Then we see her childhood. She is changing her clothes after swimming on the beach. Suddenly Tommy, a young boy, walks towards her but doesn't say anything. Rebecca lives with her grandpa near the beach. One day when it's raining, Tommy approaches Rebecca and introduces himself. As friends, Tommy and Rebecca spend the majority of their time together. They swear each other eternal love as they feel attracted to each other. One day they see a snail and Tommy tells her that tomorrow we will go to the beach with the snail. Then Rebecca tells Tommy that she is leaving for Japan because of her mother's new job. To make their last moments memorable, Tommy tells Rebecca that he has a surprise for her and will meet her at the ferry. But Tommy doesn't show up in time and Rebecca leaves disappointed. 12 years later, she then visits Tommy's home. Tommy's mother tells her that Tommy lives close to the harbor. When she comes inside, she discovers a woman on the bed. Rebecca gets sad after seeing this. Tommy arrives shortly and immediately recognizes Rebecca. They catch up with each other and talk about what they did all these years. The woman, who doesn't understand what they are talking about, leaves. After spending so much time apart, Rebecca finds it uncomfortable to meet Tommy and leaves as well. Then Tommy and Rebecca go to the beach together. When Rebecca asks Tommy whether the woman is his girlfriend, Tommy denies it, saying that he only met her yesterday. He then gets naked in front of Rebecca and runs to the sea. Rebecca later asked Tommy during dinner what he wanted to give her before she left for Japan. Tommy hands her a matchbox containing a dead snail, explaining that he cared for it for almost a year before it passed away. Rebecca is happy to learn that Tommy still cares deeply for her and her feelings. Then they kiss each other and start a new relationship together. Tommy explains to her that he is an activist, who is opposing biotech companies that want to open a new natural park, where the animals will be cloned artificially. Tommy intends to ruin the inauguration ceremony by releasing cockroaches. Rebecca insists on accompanying Tommy. While driving to the side of the new natural park, Rebecca asks Tommy to stop the car so that she can relieve herself on the side of the road. Tommy gets out of the car as well, but he is instantly killed when he is struck by a passing car. As Rebecca enters the car, traumatized by the incident, she finds it difficult to process what just happened. She came from Japan to meet Tommy after 12 years, but her love story ended before it even started. Rebecca and Tommy's parents are devastated by Tommy's loss. Following Tommy's funeral, Rebecca invites his parents over for a dinner and informs them that Tommy can be cloned to come back to life. She offers to be impregnated using Tommy's DNA, but Tommy's mother objects, saying that she accepts the law of nature and will never agree to this. However, Tommy's father consents to provide Rebecca with Tommy's cell material. She can live close to the sea because Tommy loved it, he says, but they will be leaving soon in an effort to move on. He urges Rebecca to think through her decision carefully before proceeding. Rebecca, however, is determined to bring back Tommy and continues with her plan. She conceives Tommy's clone in her womb. She visits the grave of the original Tommy while expecting and looks forward to his reunion with her. She gives birth to little Tommy by undergoing a C-section. Rebecca raises Tommy as her son and takes care of him. She gives him her own milk and tells him, "Eat, sweetheart. It's just us two. We are alone." The two get along well and spend most of their time alone. While walking back home, Rebecca and Tommy meet a neighborhood girl, who is also a clone. Rebecca invites her for dinner, but the girl refuses. Tommy and his friend observe the girl and try to determine if she has a copy smell since she is a clone. The mothers in the neighborhood have a prejudice against the clones and have asked Rebecca to forbid Tommy from hanging out with them. They think it should be illegal to clone family members or other close friends because it is incest. Rebecca is horrified by this and agrees to their demands. But eventually, rumors about Tommy being a clone spread, and Tommy is forced to celebrate his birthday alone with his mother. Tommy doesn't know that he is a clone, so he doesn't understand why his friends aren't coming. Rebecca relocates with Tommy to a more isolated area in order to keep him safe from others. Kid Tommy enjoys the sea as much as the original Tommy did and spends most of his time there. He no longer has any friends to play with and is completely alone. Tommy starts to inquire about his father's death, wanting to know how his father passed away. Rebecca tells him that his father died in an accident and she doesn't reveal his true identity. The more time they are spending together, the closer they are getting. Tommy has made a new friend and hangs out with him. One day Rebecca and little Tommy are playing outside. Suddenly Tommy grabs Rebecca's hands and tells her that now he can do whatever he wants. Surprised to him, Rebecca replies to go ahead. Then his new friend calls him. While playing with his friend, Tommy buries the toy which his mother gave him for his birthday. Rebecca finds out about it and gives him back the toy, which is now no longer working. Time passes by and Tommy has grown as old as his original was when he died. He also exhibits some of the personality traits and interests of the first Tommy, such as his interest in biology. Tommy once invited his girlfriend Monica over to the house. It makes Rebecca unhappy and makes her feel jealous. Tommy tells Rebecca that Monica will be living with them for some time. Monica and Tommy spend most of their time together, leaving Rebecca alone. One day, when Tommy is sleeping alone, Rebecca slides into the bed and sleeps with him. Tommy first approaches her, thinking it's Monica, but as soon as he realizes it's his mother, he gets up. Monica arrives shortly and they hug each other in front of Rebecca. Rebecca pretends to be asleep and watches them while they are hugging each other. While playing outside, Tommy approaches Rebecca and kisses her in a fun way. Then he gets inside Rebecca's shirt, turning the situation awkward. Monica enters the house after feeling uneasy. Both Tommy and Rebecca are confused as there is sexual tension between them, but neither of them speaks a word. At night, Tommy and Monica are hugging in their room, and Rebecca is listening to them. Monica tries to talk with Rebecca, but Rebecca is unwilling to talk to her because she thinks Monica is stealing Tommy from her. The following day, the mother of the original Tommy shows up and is stunned after looking at Tommy. She looks at Tommy silently but doesn't say anything and leaves. Tommy, who never met her in his life, feels that he knows the stranger. Tommy confronts his mother later that evening and inquires about the stranger, but Rebecca ignores him. Tommy is frustrated with Rebecca's lack of explanation and acts aggressively. Tommy tells Rebecca that he somehow knows the stranger and will find out who she was. Feeling ignored by Tommy, Monica leaves. Tommy cannot take it anymore and demands answers from Rebecca. After a lot of hesitation, Rebecca finally decides to tell him the truth about the original Tommy and that he is a clone. Rebecca gives him the original Tommy's old laptop, which has pictures of himself and his real mother and father. Tommy is completely shocked by this revelation and is very confused about the situation. Out of confusion and sexual tension, Tommy hugs Rebecca. Rebecca is finally happy as she got what she wanted. But her happiness is short-lived, as the next day Tommy packs his things and prepares to leave. He thanks Rebecca for the life he's had, he calls her by her name and not his mom, and leaves. The pregnant Rebecca from the film's first scene is now carrying the clone Tommy's child. So this was the story of Womb, which was released in 2010. If you like the story, then do watch the full film, and if you want to watch more such amazing recaps, then do subscribe to our channel. See you in the next recap.